Hello, darlings. Okay, so yesterday I had to make a little mini road trip out to Warrensburg, Missouri, which is 11 miles past, so further away from town than the Prairie Labyrinth. So, seeing as it was the full moon, and seeing as I have just named the puppy on the healing festivals for Gettysburg, I was in need of a pretty good release. I'm also at a point where in this thing with Mr. Amazing, I was just feeling I had enough negative stuck energy in association with that I was ready for a good release.
The last time I walked this labyrinth, I was hand in hand with Mr. Amazing. It's a much different experience when you're here to release what's stuck from that. It's heavy shit.
Mr. Amazing and I went last June, and when he and I went to the labyrinth, that was on Thursday. Saturday were the gold digger comments. Sunday was the last day I saw him. So I knew I have personal experience with how much this particular labyrinth does. And so I went out there to do just a nice big giant enormous fucking release with the full moon, and it was good. It was awesome. And when I walked in, of course I was all kinds of melancholy, because I was dragging the memories of the last time I'd been there, walking hand in hand with Mr. Amazing and all that. And when I got into the middle, I sat there for a little while.
So, I'm in the middle of the labyrinth, where we sit and do your releasing, and I am. I'm also getting some glorious vitamin D, which in the Midwest is not something you get in January or February very often. So I'm just sitting here soaking in the sun, listening to the wind chimes, crying and releasing. Releasing that which no longer serves me. I love the fact that when I'm in the neighborhood of the labyrinth, it happens to be the day of the full moon. I mean, yesterday was, but power's still high enough today for it to count. So this will be a good release.
And then it just kept welling up, the emotion that oh my God, I want to cry. And so I just told myself, I said, all right, fine, cry, get it out. And y'all, I ugly cried for 90 seconds. It was no more than 2 minutes, but it was like 90 seconds, which they say that an emotion lasts 90 seconds. And if you let it go and let it flow, then it goes away. It's when you grab onto it and you keep replaying it that it makes it into, like, the Big Depression or the right? So somehow yesterday in the labyrinth, I went out and I released all of this of massive emotion. And then I walked back out, and I just had to stop and look at this cutest little rodent highway. They're on all the trails. Like they made little rodent highways. Look, here's another one.
It's so peaceful.
And had a conversation with Toby about the healing festival. So it was really funny because I'm like, okay, it's happening. And she's like, oh shit, okay. Are we talking here? Or are we talking on site? And I said, on site. And she goes, okay, well, I have to be here. And she goes, and I don't She goes, I don't know why or what's going on here. She goes, but I'm finding that when I do healing ceremonies here with this prairie labyrinth being right on the 39th parallel, with the prairie labyrinth being on that, 39th parallel art line, right in the middle of the country, whatever, it activates the other portals at the other labyrinths around the country. And I don't, maybe worldwide, I don't know. I just know she said in the country. So she's like, so I think I have to be here, but that doesn't mean that I won't. She goes, I will still hold ceremonies here to help amplify. She goes, plus by holding a ceremony here and having something going on here, then I will be able to make sure that all of those other portals on, and we'll be able to actually help cross over earthbound souls at all of the portals at labyrinths across, again, country, world, I don't know. There's not exactly a handbook that goes with any of this stuff. Toby is as subject to need to know basis on what you know. So, oh yeah, you need to know this. Yeah, this portal, when you open this portal at the Prairie Labyrinth, you then open the other portal. Oh yeah, okay. So, need to know information. It's pretty funny. So, Toby won't actually be on site, but there's a whole labyrinth society. So, I'm not concerned about that. As far as I know, the universe might decide that Toby and I go out there mid-June and map it out beforehand. I don't know. I just know that Toby won't be there at the thing. Now, just had a shower. In the shower, I had my Ek Onkar Sat Guru Prasad music playing, which is, it opens a portal to what you want to manifest in the future. So I was in the shower, I'm doing my thing, and I'm just kind of thinking about what a success the music festival, the healing, the White Buffalo Healing Festival is going to be. White Buffalo, okay? I mean, that is White Buffalo and Mary Magdalene are the ones in charge of this. So, and there are some that will tell you that those two entities are interchangeable. Just saying. Anyway, so I'm doing my shower, all of this stuff. So what I saw was the children stuck in the orphanage or in the Ginny Who's It house. There's a house that's haunted that was the only civilian in Gettysburg, from what I understand, died. Ginny, what's her name? Ginny Lund, Ginny something. That house and the orphanage across the street have souls that are trapped in it. So I was in the shower and I was like, okay, so will the labyrinth out in whatever field where we set it up be able to, will those souls that are trapped in that house be able to get out to the labyrinth? And from what I got, the answer is no, they are trapped in that house. So what we will do, I saw a download of, out at the labyrinth, we will be doing a meditation. We will be connected, I don't know how, I saw headsets, with a group meditating inside of the house, with Toby back at the labyrinth, with people online. So we will be connecting all of these things energetically, and I've got the goosebumps talking about it. And it'll all be going on simultaneously. So all that healing energy will be able to go in, and we'll just have little groups in those houses, in those buildings, to help those cross over. And I think it's going to take multiple sessions of it. I kind of feel like there will be, like at the beginning, like an introductory where we go in and introduce ourselves and do a meditation with them at the beginning. And over that 2 weeks that we'll be there, we will earn their trust. And by the time we've had our great big fucking party and they've all gotten to hoop it up and have fun, because I feel like we're going to have to hoop it up and have fun in all of these buildings too. Because, kids love to party. Kids love a good party, right? I'm serious. I really feel like this is not just to go into the light. This is One last fucking hurrah. You spent 160 years stuck in this loop. We want to give you one last fucking love of this life, of this life experience, and end it on a high note. Once again, goosebumps thinking about this. God, I'm such a dork. I love it though. Okay, not just goosebumps. I mean, I'm fucking tearing up, you guys. I am so excited and so grateful that this is something that I've been handed to do. That this is something that I am getting the opportunity to have this much of an impact on our planet. Because this is going to have a huge impact on our planet. We will be healing trauma spots in our planet. This is just the first one. Okay, so now that I'm blubbering like an idiot, I'm not sure what I was talking about other than just an update on Toby and the labyrinth and what I've seen on Gettysburg. I feel like there was something else. Oh, I was watching a show on YouTube. I decided once I named this puppy and got it out there that that the White Buffalo Healing Festival was going to happen. I was watching YouTube, like haunted house tours, you know, people who go out and do the paranormal investigations. And I came across a guy, Colin, I think is his name, and he and two other paranormal guys had ganged up. They had formed a little group, and they went into all of these haunted houses. One was that Ginny Who's It house, and in the Ginny house, someone said that they were trapped, which gave me goosebumps. Like, they were using this little squawk box thing that recognizes and interprets the energy of the earthbound soul. And so, you know, they're talking about, you know, names or how they died, this, that, and whatever. But in the Ginny house, a couple of people said they were trapped or stuck here. And then also in the orphanage across, you know, across the way. Also, a couple of people, you know, the spirits, the earthbound souls said that they were trapped. So when I tuned into that, I absolutely knew that this was going to happen. I was like, this has got to happen. I have to make this happen. And I don't need, no, I take that back. I don't have to make this happen. I will allow this to happen because this is coming from beyond me. This is not Nakona's imagination going, oh, hey, guess what? We're going to have a party. Yeah, no, this is way beyond me. This will happen. And just for the record, it terrifies the fuck out of me to be that in charge. You know what I'm saying? That many people, that much responsibility terrifies me. I'm the idea guy. I don't want to actually have to implement things. I just want to throw out ideas. I want somebody to catch those ideas and make them happen. I don't have that right now. Right now, it's going to be me. So, this is going to be fun. It's going to be big. And it's going to be so fucking extra. Because that's me. I'm fucking extra. Okay, I think that's it. That's enough for today. Yeah. So excited. All right. I'll see you guys later. Have a fabulous day. Mwah.
So the ground is a little bit wet, so it makes it a little bit squishy, but oh my gosh, do you guys have any idea how good it feels to have my bare feet on the earth again after this whole freaking winter? It's beautiful.